Happy, wish you a happy evening, friends, and I hope you all would have probably taken a relaxed weekend. A lot of you would have seen this chart of mine which I shared, where you can see probably the market making some kind of a consolidation for some at certain levels and move down till around 17,000 levels or even lower. Now, what is that? What we are trying to speak about. If you remember, some time back, we had shared this mm, message. HS pattern forming in Bank Nifty futures. Traders may see some positional trades. This was our message we had shared a couple of, I think, weeks back. What is that we observed on the charts we had shared? Now, if you see the charts here, let me hide all the. If you see the pattern here, market seems to have formed a kind of a head and the shoulder. Uh, I think this is the shoulder, this is the head, and maybe this is the what do you call the left shoulder. Now, if you see, this was also forming in the 4 hours chart, and in fact, we were waiting for the price to move below certain levels. Let me possibly remove some of the drawings because this can distract. Okay, so we see here the price forming we can see that price has moved from here straight up and then moved down, took support here or consolidated for some time, and then moved up, made a high of 46,380. Post that, it again tested certain levels and broke those levels or moved below those levels here. So while it is doing so, we also notice that it has formed a pattern which looks like a head and shoulder. One. Number two, let's look at the weekly time frame. What does market done here? It has, for last 3 weeks, we see red. In fact, here if you see, it moved below these levels of 40 up to 44,320 and retraced back the previous week, which is and closed around 44,860. In this particular week, what happened is it has closed below this previous week's low. Not only that, it has also closed below the previous resistances or supports here. In fact, it has almost hit this level as well, where market had consolidated here and has gone back. Looking at this, all these factors, and also per se, as per the wave theory, the market has actually uh, it's a cycle. Basically, if you can see the Nifty charts, it's a cycle which has completed. And there was one cycle which started from here. My mouse is not working, so I will have a little difficulty in drawing the charts. If you see, this was a pattern. This was an impulse wave, then there was a correction, there was an impulse. There's a small correction here and a big impulse wave. Now there has to be a correction also now. So one small correction which has taken place here, or it is looking to correct up to 19,000, sorry, 18,860 levels, which is also the previous swing. Having said that, if you also notice, market has not been able to break this highs. It has been forming what you can say as lower highs. Number two, this trend line is very strong. So every time it hits this trend line, it has been selling. And this is a cycle. And the market is right now in a cycle where it has to move down. One part of the cycle is formed. So it's a little big theory which I know it would be tough to explain. But at this point in time, the the trend line support also is broken in the Nifty. So we would definitely see market heading towards initial of 19,300 levels, and post that there is a big possibility that it may even test 19,000, which is a little strong crucial level, and 18,900 levels. So below this, we will of course, it is not going to happen in a day where I say, okay, it is going to hit 18,900. So next week, come, it will straight, just fall and hit. Market will try to trap the people who are long. It'll make us feel that market, basically the operators, they will make us feel that market will retrace. It may even take inside this trend line and then slowly move down. So that is the pattern which will be created. But yes, as I can see the charts, this is what I observed, and we have shared in the patterns here. So let us see how it goes. Nevertheless, if we will definitely also take long positions in between, because if tomorrow market moves below above 19,480, it may even form this kind of a pattern tomorrow. Let's say, for example, market may move like this, open and form a pattern, and then slowly start moving up. We may even look at going, the long point side. So market may even test 19,480 levels, the first level, and it may even test the 19,560 levels also. So, but we will follow the levels, especially in the options and on the charts. We will also look at the data and trade. So for us, the crucial levels would be at the lower side would be 19,411 below. We might look at market heading towards 19,322, and we may even see the 19,206 levels. So also we also notice that there has been news of Adani. We also have these stocks in radar. We would probably look to sell Adani port below 803 for targets of 798 or even lower. If you notice, I think we have drawn these charts also earlier, where the price has almost tested the high. So as per the patterns, in fact, what we can even say or notice is, uh, of course, this is not an investing stock for us. It is more of an operating stock. So the possibility of Adani Port testing 711 and 650 levels is not very far away. However, it may not just fall here to these levels. It will test various levels. The first initial, maybe tomorrow we may see 17,500, 756 or so. But again, as I said, this is an operator driven stock. So they will not just like that, either bring it up or bring it down. So we have to see how they react. Every levels or every part, we will look at the price action and then take decisions. We have to trade. And because of the news, the stock or the group stocks can be highly volatile. We can get caught on either side, either on the call side or the put side. So, people who can manage positions, who can hedge their positions, can take the risk and look at trading in these stocks. On radar, I also have ITC. I typically would. We also noticed this stock has been very, very volatile. Last week we had, I think, yes, I think somewhere here we had shorts here on this particular day, if I remember, below 453 we were looking to short, and the same day I remember the price retraced back up to 462 levels. So I think in fact the it did hit. This was the entries. It was 450 below 453.8. The target was 449. So if we see, it made a low of 449.6, and then it went back the next 1 hour or so, or next two, yeah, 1 hour or so. So quite volatile stock. We are still, we would probably look to short this, and again we are looking at the price to retrace back, and then we would think of looking to short. So, and if somebody is holding positions in equity huge quantities, they can probably write 480 call, and or they can even write 470, I think 465, 470 call, and definitely they would be able to make profit on the premium decay, as well as they would be hedging their capital. So we are also looking at Pi Industries. Pi Industries has also, if you notice, has been now has been trying to move up. It has made this uh, pin bar here and pin bar over here. It has not been able to sustain. It is we can see it is creating a pattern where it is moving down. So you can even call it as a cup and saucer, inward cup and saucer, and we could, of course, now it may form an inward cup and shoulder, whatsoever. We would still request people to look at data and trade. I'm also looking at HCL Tech. If this price moves below 1,170, then I would look to short. Bsoft, in fact, also we would look to short this. If price moves below 444, then we would look at shorting for targets of 438 or so. Simpler also, we are looking to short this below 1247 for targets of 1244 or 38 or so. Kotak Mahindra Bank has been trying to, has been a good stock. It is as per the chart pattern here. It has moved up. It has tested 1,984, and now currently hit the initial target of 1,800 levels. It is right now at a very crucial level. We will have to wait and watch. If this wants to uh, move below 1,800 too, as per my view, this stock will uh, retrace back to 1,820 to 1,832 levels, and then maybe we can look at shorting it again, or it may straight away just open below 1,800 and 800 or 802, and then start heading down. We'll look at the chart pattern which it is forming. This is the pattern which it is forming on the very shorter time frame. It looks like a channel pattern. Uh, so may, as I mentioned, it may try to towards 1812 to 1828 levels. There's a big possibility of market Kotak to move up also. We will wait and watch as per the price action and take decisions how to trade this. Bharti Airtel also we're looking at 870 call. If this moves above 17, then I might look to for targets of 19 plus. And we're looking at Apollo Hospital. If you see, our earlier short was 5,038, and now currently price. In fact, the price went up to 4,850 and below. Bsoft also looking at shorts. Uh, let's look at ABB. We are also looking to short this below 4525 for targets of 4,510. Also, ABB stock is a very volatile stock. We would also look on the long side as well. So we are having levels on call and put side. Here was 1,300 put. If this moves above 29, then we may look at targets of 35 plus. IRCTC, if you notice, has been very bullish. It has tested 680 levels, and currently, retrace back to 659. If the stock is able to uh, hold above 672, then it may move beyond 690 levels or so. So in fact, the earlier levels of buy we were mentioning was at around 640, somewhere over here. It has moved up till here. We will have to see if it kind of creates this type of a pattern, then I might look to short this below. Uh, so we will see if price will retrace back up, and then we'll look at shorting this stock as well. So viewers, I hope Coal India and Sun Pharma. JSW, okay, we'll look at Coal India. If I look at Coal India from long-term perspective, it is sustaining above the triple two levels. Number two, uh, it has very huge resistance somewhere at, uh, I would not use the word resistance. It has the buyers have to sustain this stock above 270 levels. Then we might be able to see 350 levels or so. And if the price doesn't sustain above 206, or 220 levels, then we may see the price moving towards 204 also. So from the long term perspective, uh, we would have to you know wait and watch and see if the price, it has formed a pattern here and moved up. Now currently, if you notice, it is forming a kind of a W pattern here, which may help the price to move up towards 268 levels or so. So one can look to go as a short-term perspective. One might think of going long with stop loss of 222 for target of 265, 255 to 270 levels. This is a short-term perspective which I'm sharing, and as I already mentioned, long-term, if it is able to sustain about 204 levels, then I'm looking at targets of 340. So my stop loss would be somewhere at 212 to 204. So below these levels, I would not advise someone to hold. We will wait for some more lows and then re-enter the stock. Uh, Sun Pharma, Sun Pharma, sir, I think it is hit all-time highs. I remember this stock. Uh, Currently, it has to retrace back. Definitely, I would not recommend anybody to enter this at the present levels, because, as per my view, this has to retrace back to 1090 levels or so. Uh, so, if you are holding this stock, it is fine. But as a fresh buy, I would definitely advise anyone to wait for dips to. So one can add somewhere here at 1000, 1110. So you can add here at one level 1110 and then wait for 1093. Uh, was that we made, there is a chance that, uh, let's see what the price action can. So first add, it may retrace, it may again form this. So one level, number two. So, and it may even retrace back to 1020 levels. So if you have holding positions, you can reduce, because you will definitely get opportunity to add this stock. So if you can accordingly invest or trade, I would yeah, be very happy. So let us look at JSW Steel. I hope it is JSW Steel, not JSW Energy. This stock has given a breakout of 784. Definitely very bullish uh, currently. Uh, Again, if you are asking my advice on new entries, I would not recommend you anybody to add this currently. If you see, this is the pattern which is being formed. So price will be trading within this range. Only if this moves above 800, 820, 830 levels, then we would look at 842 to 848. However, if this price does not sustain above 832 or so, then we might think to go short in the stock. And when we say short, we are looking at targets of 8 788 to 766. So I hope I am able to clarify your doubts or request. FinNifty, yes, FinNifty is tomorrow expiry. Most of you would be looking for zero to hero trades. But let me tell you, because of the short expiry or Tuesday being a short, we might not get big moves or big profits. We can only expect small profits because the premium decay would be higher on faster. So it is more for writers rather than option buyers. Uh, Let me share you the levels in Nifty in options. Just give me a minute. Let me look at option chart or option data. If you see the option, the call writers are huge at 19,900, and whereas on the put side, mm, the writers are sitting at 19,500 or so. Having said that, the price currently is 19. Nifty 19,700. So we look at the money options. If 19,700 call is if this moves above 148, then possibly I will look at targets of 180 plus, and if 19,700 put, uh, or rather, yes, if 19,700 put moves above 45, then I will look at targets of 70 plus, and with a stop loss, I think you can look at 28 as a stop loss. So if you see, I'm more biased towards the put side, uh, but then it again all depends how the opening is tomorrow. If price opens here, then we will have to wait for price action to take, I mean to say, when if there is any gap down opening, then we will have to wait for price action and then trade accordingly. So I hope we shared our views to your fullest satisfaction. FinNifty also, if you see the pattern, a very strong upside move here, then retrace, it has moved back to 20,000 levels, took support, or rather, we can say it has moved up to 20,700, and then headed back straight down at 19,820. So very kind of a bearish pattern being formed. Uh, I would request to reduce positions rather in equity, not close positions. You can book small profits wherever possible. Reduce positions. Wait for market to make it dip down. Every dip is an opportunity for us to buy stocks at cheap price, because that is where the most of the profit is made. Now it is impossible for us to buy at lows, but uh, but definitely we will get good opportunity to buy at a lower price. Let's not get caught on the higher side when market is headed up. I mean, headed down. Also, I would like to share about this stock Jindal Steel and Power. If you notice, this has uh, made. I think it has crossed. It is near the lifetime highs. So we, of course, we are not great fundamentals. Our good entries were somewhere at 300 levels. Whoever have bought this stock at 300 levels can definitely reduce book profits at this highs, and the market will definitely again give opportunity for them to add. I think this somewhere here we had seen this pattern, a very good move right from June. It has been moved and given. So almost 30% if somebody had bought in June. So currently also I think you can keep it as a SIP. Uh, so monthly SIP, maybe once it starts resizing back to 680, we can start a SIP, and then I'm sure this stock may retrace back to 660 or 650 levels. There you can start adding, on huge quantities. Uh, Also, we are looking at Maruti, very strong stock. We would also look to add this stock when market, I mean, when it starts dipping to maybe 9,200 to, if it if we get opportunities to buy it 9,000 or even 8,800, we will add this at these levels and look for targets of 10 to 12,000 in the coming years. So I hope we've been answering all queries to your satisfaction. Thanks for your time, and God bless you all. Take care, and thank you all for your likes and your suggestions.